Hey, what's good? What's good, everybody? I'm at work. Obviously, you see the trail in the background. Got these headphones on, trying to drown out all the noise. You can try to hear me a little bit better through these headphones. Hope you can hear me better. I just want to give an update. That 14-year-old who shot those students, 2 students and 2 teachers out there in Georgia. I just got the update. He just seen the judge today, and I'm happy for the decision of the judge that because of his age, he's under 18, that they're not going to give him the death penalty. I'm happy for that. I trust he gets counseling, but they're going to give him life with the possibility of parole or the possibility without parole, whichever one. They also arrested the father, as they should. The reason why they arrested the father, they gave him 100 or sentencing him to 120 years. He got the gun for his son a year prior. He bought it to him as a gift. Now, who in their right mind, in my belief, would give a child or buy a 14-year-old a firearm? I know a lot of people, depends on the neighborhood that you live in, the culture that you're in, how safe or dangerous it is. You know, they teach their kids about firearms and try to give them firearm training. I understand to a certain, and they agree to a certain extent depending on the neighborhood you live in. You know what I mean? Where it's like Chicago, Memphis, Philly, places like that, Jacksonville. I understand why kids carry firearms, because that's the majority of the ones that's doing the murders. This is a white, privileged, suburban kid. You know what I'm saying? Why does he have a fire? Why does he need a firearm to go to school? A handgun. Now, if you said a hunting rifle or something like that, I understand. All right, you want to teach him how to hunt, you know, do the little training, whatever, at the gun shops and all that other stuff. I understand, because there's a gun culture in the South. This is the South. You know what I'm saying? The Confederate state. So I understand about the gun cultures, and you know, I'm from New York, so I'm from a whole different culture when it comes to things like that. Zero tolerance in New York. Population in New York is too many people, and it's too much of a liability for each one to have a firearm, because the possibility of you missing your target and hitting somebody else is, you have much more of a greater risk of hitting an innocent victim that's above you, beneath you, next door to you, here's the wall, whatever. So I understand certain things with New York City's wise zero tolerant, you know. But looking at this kid, how he's sitting there facing a judge, I'm looking, if you want to profile somebody, if you're looking at his demeanor, he's sitting back like he don't got a care in the world, not even really talking, don't act like he don't even care. The way his attitude, his demeanor is, like, he obviously didn't hit him. He think he's just being punished for a few days or a couple of months. He's gonna go home, but he doesn't realize the depth of his consequences, that he's gonna be in there for the rest of his life. You know. As a parent, if I see just the psychology of my child by his demeanor, his actions, and they said in the court that he had a history, or he made a record the previous year of wanting to shoot people in school. For whatever reason, they never explained it. Where would he want to target the children in school? So I know, and everyone knows, that's a federal offense. You try to create a crime at a school, right? Make a death threat, whatever. The parents obviously had to been forewarned by the school. How is he able to be still in school? I feel the system, again, dropped the board on that. Did they get that kid's psychology in the past? Obviously, they probably have it, because if they knew about this, that he had this on his record previously, the year previously, how come they didn't take any kind of pre-measured steps or to prevent a situation like that from happening? You know what I'm saying? How come they didn't take any steps to prevent that from happening if they knew this kid's psychology and his behavior history from the previous year? He could have got counseling, psychological counseling. They could have went to see investigate what's going on in his house? Obviously, his father is very negligent, very immature, or just plain out stupid. And when he got to court, he act like he a victim of why he's going to jail when he tried to give his kid. He claimed he gave his kid firearm safety. That, come on, a 14-year-old mind is not developed enough to even understand the consequences of his actions, or doesn't even know how to really take charge in a situation with a firearm. What I mean by that is like how to respond responsibly and professionally with a firearm. The way that kid looked, his hair all long, like an outlaw. The way he's dressed or acting in court, his demeanor seems like he's an outlaw, or acts like an outlaw. Whatever type of death metal or heavy metal or even drill music he's been listening to in the past, he might have made them Columbine students. He act like he got no care in the world for his actions, like he's been in detention plenty of times or in school suspension plenty of times. But again, this is another way that I say the system dropped the ball for this child, because again, the school should have been alerted last year that you have a potential terrorist in your school and should have gave him counseling or got him kicked out the school. They should have had more security in that school if they knew that, and had metal detectors in that school if they knew that. There should be lawsuits against that school for all the victims. Everybody should sue the school because they knew about this child already. You know? So that's just plain negligent. The principal should get charged. The superintendent should get charged. Both of them. They feel like because they're in suburbia that things can't happen in their neck of the woods, and they only see stuff like that on TV. They think because they're in the county where all the police know each other and hang at the local diner with each other that they're so patriotic to their town that nothing can happen in that town. Like it's just impossible. Like they're in a fairy tale. So they all should be held accountable, responsible with some lawsuits on top of that. You know? They need to. The father, parents, man, you need to wake up and understand and learn the psychology of your child. Look at his behavior, like I said before. How he dressed, how he acts. Is he rebellious? Did he talk back to you? Because the kid looked very spoiled because he's in suburbia. He looked like he disrespects his father and his mother because he gives up that type of demeanor. And obviously, if he's showing that behavior in school, then obviously it is what it is. Just by judging a book by its cover. You see what's going on. Like, you don't spoil a child like that and give him a firearm. You want your... Do you even love your son? You know he's going to crash out with a behavior like that. That kid look like he'll use that gun on his own father. Straight up and down. He look like he'll turn on his own father because his father look like a chump. He looks soft. He look like the kid will push him around, bully him around. Like he'll run the house. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't see, according to how he looked and the psychology of that child, why would you give him a firearm the previous year? Yeah, he deserved 120 years. Definitely. You're accessory to murders. They should need to give him the death penalty because this seemed like it was a pre-planned situation. You know what I mean? Now, could this been used as like a COINTELPRO type of conspiracy act for an election campaign, like I said before? Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. Straight up and down. Anything's possible. I don't sleep on nothing. You know? Another thing. Another thing. R.I.P. R.I.P. to Rich Homie Quan. Rich Homie Quan, that caught me off guard, man. I'm not surprised, but the dangers, we gotta understand and start waking up with these pills, yo. Like, this is a crazy, crazy epidemic. Like, what's going on with the DEA? Do we even have a customs? How are we getting all these fake pills in the country? They said 60% of these pills from these social media pharmacies, meaning like, you know, if you can look online for a pharmacy and order some pills, whatever, 60% of them are fake, coming from Dubai, China, coming from India, Mexico, the cartels. 60% of them fake. A lot of them laced with fentanyl. This fentanyl problem is off the chain. The boric acid, brick dust, all these different insecticides, all that stuff that's in these pills. Yo, is this another sign of chemical warfare? I know we in war, but come on. Do we even have a DEA? Do we even have a customs? Because we damn sure don't have a border control. They're letting the migrants and everything in by the floodgates. Like, just like the FDA, they turned a blind eye and got paid by different lobbyists. So you don't even know what you're eating. You could be eating flavored clay thinking it's chicken. All these toxics that's in our food that they just don't inspect, that they don't regulate. Just like these pharmaceuticals with these pills. It's like this is done on purpose by the government. Allowing these illegal drugs to come in here. It's a war. It's straight up war on. It's a war, yo. This is chemical warfare, yo. We in the mix of it. Chemical warfare straight up and down, because this fentanyl problem is out of control. So many of our children are dying. I remember 2012, even earlier than that, 2008, when it was so supposed to be cool to be taking pills, these oxys and these Xanaxes and all the other stuff, you know what I'm saying? I know it's going to spin out of control like that, where fentanyl and everything else is going to be taking people out like that. And I blame these. I mean, it's crazy. Like, something really got to be done with this, man. I mean, I blame Republicans and Democrats. I blame both parties, because no matter what party you want, it's still the same bird. There's two wings on the same bird. It's the whole system in general. I haven't seen so many people on Skid Row, homeless. Look at Philly. Look at San Francisco. Look at Atlanta. So many homeless people, so many drug addicts out of control. So many of our youth dying off of this overdose. How many more rappers you want to lose through overdose? Yo, parents, we need to really start analyzing and paying attention to what's going on with our children. Because a lot of times you can't even know the fake pills from the real pills. Because yeah, they say, you know, the packages, if you see like the printing is off, or the writing is misspelled, or it's from a whole nother language, don't take it. You know what I'm saying? Well, a lot of these manufacturing companies, because we all done the computer print, they can easily correct that and still get that in the country. No problem. You know? They say, oh, watch the color of the pills is off blue or off yellow or something like that. Or if the image or the imprint of the pills, the symbols is off or whatever, that's how you may tell from the real one. No, you may not always tell that neither. You know? The only way technically you get away with, if you're going off of just regular packaging, is if your name accurately is spelt with the address, you know what I'm saying, on the packages of who it belongs to. You know what I'm saying? Who the prescription's going to. But you can't tell that neither. Because everybody do hand in hand. Nobody sell pills by the packages like that. Everything is hand in hand. So how will you even tell? Even if they had the correct packaging with all that stuff on it, you still won't tell. This is a direct chemical warfare going on right under our nose. We are truly in war because we are dying by the numbers. We're losing our youth in a rapid race. You know what I'm saying? The guns, all these ghost guns, no serial numbers. You could build your own gun offline. The same thing with these offline. Yo, man, I feel for our children, yo. Yo, parents, please talk and analyze your child, yo. Start acting like a corrections officer in your house. Start sweeping in rooms when they sleeping or when they're not around. Check what's in their school bags. Check their phones. See what they typing up. Check their history. Put a block on their phone if they underage. Take control of your homes. Analyze who they be with or who they intermingle with on Facebook. You can track them down. Put trackers on your phones. You can see where your child is. Where they supposed to be, where they not supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want your child end up dead or caught overdose under your nose and you got a blind eye, giving these kids so much freedom. You know what I mean? You need to start checking their drawers, under their drawers, in their ceilings, in the tile, under the carpet. In your basement if you got a basement. Start checking the inside lining of their pockets. Act like a CEO and start sweeping their rooms and see what their kid is into. Check their playlists. See who they're listening to. That attract the type of kids they be around. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, put trackers on their phones. Get involved with the kids' other kids' parents. See what they about. Get involved with the school boards. Start stepping up if you love your child, because you're going to end up losing your child. That's a fact. Forget the grades. There's criminals all over with excellent grades. The average drug dealer is like a rocket scientist. So grades don't mean nothing. It's their behavior, who they're socializing with. These kids are straight up chemists. You know what I'm saying? They connected to a whole underground world to get whatever they want. Right under your nose. Please, talk to your children. See what makes them tick. What's going on with them? If you love your child. You know what I'm saying? Start telling them how much you love them. Start hugging them. You see you got a problem? Don't be scared of your child. Force them over to get withdrawals and start taking to rehab centers to clean they toxins out their bodies. Put your foot down. Parents, be an example. Start smoking around your children, yo. Drinking alcohol, cursing and thinking everything is cool, trying to be your child's friend, because that's a gateway. Because once they think it's cool that you doing certain things, and you think it's all right because you a parent, you around them, you opening up a gateway for them to crash out, where whatever you can control, they may not control. You think you can handle your liquor, they may not know how to handle liquor. You know what I'm saying? You start smoking weed around your children, next you know they sniffing coke. Now they taking pills. Now they doing this, that, and the third, because you open up that gateway by trying to be their friend. You know what I'm saying? Love your child. See what's going on. Just see if they writing diaries or their frustrations or whatever. Check what's going on in their notes. Listen to your ROMs. That's how the entrance of the child's heart. You know what I'm saying? What's their frustrations? If they feel they're not loved at home. See how you work it out to make it better. Kill the proud parents, because I'm telling you, you're going to lose your child's life. If you got to force discipline by having the police to get involved, to show that you ain't playing, then that's what you have to do. You know what I'm saying? Get them involved in programs. Stop leaving them out there in the streets. I know single parents is hard, but you need to find people that's like-minded like you and come together as a unit. You know what I'm saying? That way, if you ain't home because you working such and such, you got a neighbor or friend who is home at them hours who could check your kid and could check your kid. I'm telling you, yo. That's the only way you can save this child's life. Stop telling you love the child. Hug your child, yo. When the last time you hugged your child? When the last time you really hugged your child and told her how much you love them and you apologize for your wrongs and your actions that you didn't realize would cause this much hate or hurt in their lives? You can correct a lot of things or for little things like that. And to see what they homework. See what's going on in school. Who's bullying you? That you want to take these pills and drugs to get your mind off of stuff that make you want to take your life out. What's going on? Who gave you this stuff? See what type of friends you are and tell them, explain. Don't just command not to do certain things. Explain why you don't want him around certain people, or explain to them drugs. Teach them about the fake pills. Teach them what fentanyl is. Teach them about the coke and all the other different drugs and the side effects. Teach them about the criminal law, the penal law system. Show them how to conduct themselves toward police. That way, a lot of murders won't be happening right now. Like, a lot of things could have been prevented by police if you taught your child the laws and how to carry themselves and how to respect the police and show not to be a threat. You know what I'm saying? By talking back, frigid and moving and not listening to every command of the cops saying, making them nervous. You know what I'm saying? Little things like that will save your child's life if you teach them how to conduct themselves toward police and authority. But it starts at home. It starts at home, yo. Yo, it's been 20 minutes, yo. You get the point. Easy.